Over the past 2 years, I've helped thousands of metalcore guitarists discover the art of riffing. The 3 ideas that I'm going to teach you guys in this video have been light bulb moments for pretty much everybody that I've taught it to. Not only are they specific metalcore concepts, but they're also essential concepts if you want to take your playing to the next level. And by the way, I'm currently taking pre-orders for my full metalcore guitar program at a 60% discount. The link is below. First idea that we're going to talk about is the metalcore scale. This is the natural minor scale, which is actually a very common scale in all of music, however played in drop tuning, with the root note being whatever this low string is tuned to. That becomes the most common scale that you're going to see in metalcore. And it's awesome because you can play the exact same notes in a different tuning and then it becomes a different key. A few riff examples that you would probably recognize that use this scale are, first of all, Trivium's Like Light to the Fly, Confined by As I Lay Dying, or the song Unholy Confessions by Avenged Sevenfold. It's not necessarily the scale that matters so much, but it's more of the way that you approach it. Most of the time, guitar teachers are going to suggest that you learn a scale in boxes like this, and then you move to the next box and learn the next scale, or the same scale in that position. But when playing metalcore riffs, most of what you play are going to be based off of these bottom 3 strings here, right? And you're going to want to play all across the neck. So if you learn this scale horizontally versus vertically on just the bottom 3 strings, you are going to be amazed on how much better your riffing is going to get just from learning this scale and understanding where these notes are. The next idea that we're going to talk about is what I call creative chugging. A majority of metalcore is going to be made up of chugging style riffs like this. So the better that you get at this idea, the better you're going to be at playing metalcore. The most common techniques that you're going to hear in chugging patterns are going to be, first of all, just the standard either down pick or alternate pick notes. The second technique is going to be another common one, which is the gallop. And the last one is the burst. Something a lot of people don't really understand is that I'm playing all open notes here, so you think it's all in the picking hand for the most part, but there's so much going on with the left hand. If I don't mute these rest spots correctly, there's a lot of extra noise in between and it sounds absolutely terrible. It's a very essential technique to understand is the left hand mute. Most metalcore riffs are going to be a combination of chugging riffs like we talked about, and then like riffing in between. Depending on the riff, there might be a whole measure of chugging, and then it goes into some cool little riff, and then back into the chugging. But sometimes it's just a combination of chugging and riffing in a shorter period of time, to where essentially like every beat you're switching it up. In this situation, you have 2 options on how to pick this. The most common way, which most people do, is just down pick every note. And the second way is what I call economy riffing. The only difference between down picking and economy riffing is that anytime I'm gonna pick a note on this A string, but I'm coming back to that low string immediately after, I up pick it. So that's the only time that I use an up pick in. Including those single up pick notes on the A string sounds virtually the same as down picking those notes. So if I take a riff like the Trivium riff I played for you earlier, which is a great example, and I play it both ways, tell me in the comments if you can tell the difference. To me, this style riffing is so much more efficient way to riff. It sounds virtually the same, but it conserves so much energy so you can play a lot longer if you're playing this style riff with those up picks included. Those of you who are still watching, I know two things about you. First of all, I know that you are ambitious, and I know that you are very passionate about metalcore guitar, which is the exact type of person who will see incredible results from my full program, Riff Essentials, the ultimate metalcore bootcamp. And right now you can pre-order the entire program. You'll be one of the first to go through it at a 60% discount. The link is below.